Follow up, follow up, follow up. You've heard people say that the fortune is in the follow up, and the truth is that it is. There are riches in follow up, and it's something that most people don't really do very well. So I want to talk to you guys about follow up, because once I figured out a couple of things about follow up, I started making a lot of money. Like, I went from like $40,000 a year in sales commissions to like $500,000 a year in sales commissions. I started a couple of businesses. I can't tell you how important follow-up has been in creating those businesses, scaling those businesses, and growing those businesses to millions of dollars of revenue to the point where you can actually sell them. And of course, the business I'm in right now, the one that I run, makes millions. And I've only been running it for about 24 months, if you can believe that. So the thing that I want to do is I want to introduce you to the same concepts that I understand about follow-up so that you can make more money, because money gives you options, it gives you freedoms, it's a good thing. We're not here to argue about that because it's non-arguable. You can't argue with me that money is good. So let's talk about follow-up. Let's start off by using Coca-Cola as an example. As far as I know, and I could be wrong about this, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but Coca-Cola's logo is the third most identifiable and recognized logo in the world, behind the Jesus cross and behind those golden arches of McDonald's. So I was baffled to find out that Coca-Cola, on average, spends $4 billion a year. You can go on to Google, you can search that up for yourself. It's exactly what I found. Some years they spend $5 billion, some years they spend $3 billion. But the point is, if Coca-Cola is that recognizable as a brand and everybody on the planet knows about them, why on earth would they spend, on average, $4 billion a year trying to put their logo and put a Coke can in front of your face everywhere you go? I mean, literally, think about what Coca-Cola does. They've got athletes, they've got billboards, they've got celebrities, they've got Steve Harvey, they've got Taylor Swift, they've got all these people holding a Coke doing the They've got partnerships with McDonald's, they've got partnerships with everybody. You see Coca-Cola everywhere. Why on earth would Coca-Cola go out of its way and spend so much money on advertising? Well, it's because they have competitors in the marketplace that also make soda. They've got, say, Pepsi. Now, I'm not a soda drinker. I don't drink any soda hardly ever, maybe once or twice a year. And so I drink a lot of water, but what Coca-Cola is hoping to do for me, Jordan Stupar, is they're trying to put that logo, that can, that bottle, that polar bear during the winter, they're trying to put that in front of me so that when I am ready to fill up my body with sugar water and pollute myself with soda, that I do business with Coca-Cola instead of Pepsi. That's all that they're trying to do. They understand that I'm probably not going to go out and buy a 12 pack of Coca-Cola or a 2-liter bottle or any of those different types of things. They just want that one time that I'm at, a fast food joint and I want a fountain drink, that I choose a Coca-Cola. And so the point is that you, as salespeople, as business people, entrepreneurs, you guys need to let go of this whole concept of just checking in. Truth be told, if you keep on checking in, sooner or later, the people you're checking in with are going to check out. Just sending somebody an email saying, hey, just following up, just touching base, just shooting somebody a phone call or a text message, just letting them know that you're still there, it's lazy and it doesn't really move the needle. Imagine if Coca-Cola on billboards said, hey, we're following up to see if you would like to try a Diet Coke today. Imagine if all of their follow-up material and all of their advertising was the same exact thing. You'd be bored and you'd probably become completely numb to the fact that Coca-Cola was actually advertising to you because you've seen the same thing a trillion times. That is exactly one of the mistakes that salespeople make and one of the things that I want to spend a couple of moments talking about. So, what does Coca-Cola actually do? Well, they use entertainment, okay? They're using athletes, they're using celebrities, they're using polar bears, they're using animations, they're using every format necessary to get your attention in relation to the things that you already like. If I'm a big fan of Taylor Swift and all of a sudden I see a billboard or an advertisement or something with Taylor Swift holding a Coke bottle, I'm probably going to gravitate towards that advertisement a little bit more than I would if it was somebody I didn't really look up to. So what Coca-Cola is inadvertently trying to do with their advertising, one, is entertain you, And two, they're using other celebrities and things that you already enjoy to help establish a relationship with you. They want to have a relationship with you so that you are always buying Coca-Cola and not always buying Pepsi. Now, of course, Pepsi does the same thing. They got Super Bowl commercials. They got Beyonce. They got the Kardashians or the Jenners or somebody. It doesn't really matter. The point is that you have these different companies that are doing battle for your attention, and they're using education as a means to establish some type of relationship with you so that they can bank on the fact that when you go to the supermarket, the gas station, or you go to a restaurant, that you're ordering a Coke or a Pepsi, whatever. Point is, salespeople, listen up. The thing that you need to do is you need to let go of checking in and touching base and just following up. What you need to do is start leveraging things that are entertaining and things that are educational over a period of time to establish a relationship with your buyer. Because here's the truth. I sell sales training. I know that I could jump on the phone with any one of you guys, do a little bit of a demo, send you a proposal, and then all of a sudden cross my fingers like most people do that you're going to sign it when you said you were going to sign it. But the truth is that most people don't sign things the moment that they say that they're going to sign things. So here's what I know, is that you might not decide to do business with me when you said you were going to do business with me. You might not do it tomorrow. You might not do it next week. You might not even do business with me next month or even next year. But here's what I know. Sooner or later, you are going to purchase sales training for your company or for yourself from someone. And my job is to make sure that when you are ready, whether that's tomorrow, next year, 5 years from now, you're not thinking about anybody other than me. That's my job as a sales professional. That's your job as a sales professional. And if you can really understand that, and you can become really good at following up over a period of time long enough to establish a relationship, well, then you're going to have your buyer's trust. If you're able to utilize things like education, your buyer is going to become certain that they're making the right decision. And if you can use entertainment, well, then you're going to hold people's attention. So instead of following up and checking in and touching base and just shooting out lazy emails, why not start leveraging something that can get your customers' attention because it's entertaining? That could be funny, it could be inspirational, it could be whatever it is. Hopefully you're doing a little bit of homework on your clients and understanding what those types of things are. And then, of course, hopefully you're using something educational. Use your company's blog posts. Use your YouTube channel. Use whatever type of educational content you have laying around and serve that up to your customers and use it as a reason to follow up. Then finally, over a period of time, don't give up on them, don't get weak, and don't get soft. Stay in their space long enough to establish a relationship with you. And once you have the relationship, once your buyer is certain they're making the right decision, and of course, over time, as you have their attention, sooner or later, they're going to do business with you. There's literally nothing else that can happen. Now, again, they might not do it right away, but that's totally fine. That's why it's important to work really hard and continue filling up your pipeline. And what you should be doing most of the day is either prospecting for new opportunities or putting your attention on following up with the opportunities that are in your pipeline. If you can do those two things over 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, you'll probably never have to work again because you'll end up closing more deals on accident than you did on purpose. And that's what I specialize in. I know what that feels like, and I want that for you because it is some measure of financial freedom. And that's all that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. If you are interested in learning 30 plus follow-up techniques I can almost guarantee you're not using right now, and you want to ultimately make more sales, you want to establish relationships, you want to hold your buyers' attention throughout the buying cycle, and you want to educate your buyers, and you want to be a badass at follow-up, all you got to do is head over to stuparsalesacademy.com. I'm going to get you set up with lifetime access to all of my tips, all my advice, all my strategies that have literally been working for thousands of members that work for me. And of course, well, you might want to consider doing that because that's what we're really trying to do over here. So with that being said, stop being lazy with your follow-up. Stop just touching base. Stop just reaching out and letting people know that you'd like their feedback on your proposal. And start doing something with some entertainment. Start using some education and create relationships with your buyers because that is today's economy. If you've got relationships, you've got money, and that is the truth. I'll see you guys next time.